Hi everybody, my name is Rainer, this is Rainier Books, I'm from Sweden, and I'm filming in the dark in my room because it's very different, my living room. It's very difficult actually to film during daytime in the winter time. Here, December, January, February, pretty dark months here. We don't have so much daylight, just a few hours, and those hours I'm at work in my office downtown. So here I am, and I'm giving you a review of a book that is called Ducks, 2 Years in the Oil Sands by Kate Beaton. And this is a memoir, actually. It's a graphic memoir. Not graphic, but graphic, because it is drawn. Beautiful drawings here by Kate Beaton. The author is telling her story, her memoir of her 2 years in the oil sands in northern Alberta and why she is there. Well, that's a good question, but she was studying on the east coast of Canada in Newfoundland. She borrowed money in order to be able to study, and she has to pay back her debts to the state. So she wants to pay it back as quick as possible, and she knows in 2006, 2007, 2008 that the best way to earn a lot of money quickly is to go to northern Alberta, to the oil sands, to those places around Fort McMurray in northern Alberta where people are winning oil from the sand, and they're winning millions of barrels of oil from the sand with enormously large vehicles that you have never ever seen before. Maybe if you go to Iceland you see some big vehicles, but they are small, as I understand, in comparison to those vehicles up here in Canada. The second book that I'm reading is John Vaillant's, I started this yesterday, Fire Weather, which is a true story from a hotter world. And here John Vaillant is describing this great fire that almost destroyed Fort McMurray completely in 2016. So about 8-9 years later, when Kate Beale was here. This is beautiful, and he describes the landscape very well. So if you read Ducks, you should read Fire Weather almost in succession to that one. This is blurred by so many great people, by Madeleine Thiel, by Carmen Maria Machado, by Anna Wiener. I read her beautiful memoir, Uncanny Valley, and also by Patricia Lockwood and Jessica Bruder, who wrote Nomadland. This book was also the winner of Canada Reads in 2023, I think it was. And Ducks is a book about environmental destruction, about misogyny, about women working in a very toxic male environment, where 50 men come to every woman there. 50 men come on every woman that's living there in northern Alberta, working in those oil-related jobs or directly winning the oil from the sand. And Kate is working here as I think it's a tool crib. That's the title, what she's doing in the beginning. She earns a lot of money, but she has to endure a lot of things, also sexual abuse. So if you are sensitive to that, you might be careful reading this book, but it's a great book. It's an important book, and it tells us about a region of the world where not so many people are familiar with, I guess. The oil sands in northern Alberta, ever heard of them? I had not heard of them until I read Clayton Thomas-Müller's memoir, which is called Life in the City of Dirty Water last year, where he mentions the oil sands in the book, although this book is mostly playing in Winnipeg. But this one here is playing in Fort McMurray. Get it, read it, great graphic novel, and a beautiful book, and I'm really happy that I read this in the beginning of this year. John Vaillant is next. This might be a 5-star read. I will tell you more about it in a couple of days on this channel. But now, go to your independent bookstore, go to your library, and get Kate Beaton's Ducks, 2 Years in the Oil Sands. Thank you very much for watching this video. I see you soon. Bye!